Chime in, chime in, chime in. Chime in, chime in, chime in. The time is approximately 6:05. Today is November 7th, 2020. Tonya Carter, Como Action News is coming to you live. In case y'all didn't know, Deborah Peoples declared today Tonya Carter Day. Hey, 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 today is Tonya Carter Day. Yes. I've been working, y'all, and I just finished making my chocho for my utility donation. And I couldn't let the day go by without letting everybody know thank you. As y'all know, I'm a humble person, and it's hard for me to accept what you call it, accolades or whatever like that. But anyway, I must say it did make my heart smile to be appreciated in something that all of us need to do, and not be prodded and pleaded and thanked to do. So anyway, this is Come On Action News today. It looks like that we have a new president, Joe Biden, and the vice president, Kamala Harris, and I am glad about it. Our hard work paid off. Y'all, our hard work paid off. Black lives matter and black votes matter too. Things are not going to change overnight. We have a personal responsibility amongst ourselves to do for self. All right? I'm gonna put this out here, and I hope I don't make what you call them ADOS, adult descendants of slaves. Or they good people, and I'm all for reparations. I'm all for that, but I'm not just totally dependent on reparations, and I ain't just totally for any political candidate that have to be forced. Okay. To have a black agenda. All right, because we as a people, we can develop our own agenda. All right, we don't have to rely on local, lower city government or the president or vice presidents or state representatives or whatever to force them to have a black agenda, where we have the wherewithal, we have the intellect, we have the resources to do for self. I'm gonna say this right quick, y'all. I'm a registered Democrat, right? But my close friends and associates in the Tarrant County Democratic Party, they accuse me of being a closet Republican. Let me put this down. I did vote for Trump, and I voted for one libertarian, Trey Holcomb, for Congress. All right. I probably do. When I had money, I had like 60% Republican viewpoints. Now that I'm disenfranchised and I'm on the lower socio-economic side of things, I still hold 40% Republican viewpoint, because in our actuality, believe it or not, most people who identify themselves as black, we're very conservative. We don't too much go for killing no babies and stuff like that. We believe that there is a God, and he or she is not you or I. We go to church and all that stuff. We may not tithe like we should, but we go to church, and we have respect for the church. Overall, we have good morals and values. But this is going to be real quick. I'm just so happy that our votes matter. Our black lives matter, and our votes matter. But I just want to say this. I'm disappointed with the outcome of the Democratic Tarrant County candidates that was running for judgeship. I've been real quiet, you know what I'm saying? I just been putting like little tidbits of information out there because I'm kind of confused how, okay, Como got so many provisional ballots that's not counted. If y'all had to cast a provisional ballot, go ahead and go down to the Tarrant County Elections Office and make sure that ballot count. This is where I'm going with this. I don't understand how Mark Vesey or Roy Troyes Brooks or Romero, you know, different ones, they Democrats. They won their seat, you know. But then I investigated and I did some phone calls, and I was able to talk to an individual that ran it down to me that when it came to the Tarrant County judges and their judgeships, some of them had a broader territory to canvas, okay? I believe Mark Vesey, he has a larger territory that goes, I think if I remember right, go almost all the way to Dallas. And then when it comes to Raymond Romero, I was told it's kind of hard to unseat and it's hard for an incumbent to unseat, you know, somebody that's already in position. It was a female. She also was a Hispanic or Latino, Mexican. I don't know what the politically correct term is that was running against him, but she was a female, and Romero tacked that ass. I believe it was 70%. This is where I'm going with this particular Como Action News report. I'm concerned about two things. I ain't trying to start no shit. I just want to bring it to your attention. Okay. I want to know I've been hollering about recount. Okay, I talked to one candidate and she told me it didn't make no sense for her to file for a recount because her particular judgeship, you know, that she was running for, it expanded over several territories in Tarrant County, all right? So she would have to do a recount in each district, all right? Also, the margin that Tarrant County election is reporting is under, I believe, 1%. I think it have to be real close, like a 1,000 vote margin or something like that, in order for you to do a recall for the candidate or we as citizens. And even so, that's gonna run about $10,000. So in her case, even though she's not eligible to do a recount, but if she would, she would have to do it in each county, and that money would come out of her pocket, and the Democratic Party couldn't finance that. All right, but what I want to know, and I want to bring it to y'all attention, the head that's over the Tarrant County Democratic Party of Texas, y'all, he a Republican, and you know, when they have positions like that, y'all know that it's supposed to be non-partisan, all this, that, and the other. But see, what I'm not understanding, and Como is not by itself, I think it was voting precinct 1120, and I think it's voting precinct 1119. All right, it's quite a few provisional ballots, y'all, that's not counted. All right, and then you got several mail-in ballots that, according to the numbers as I've been looking at since November 3rd, undoubtedly they not being okay, y'all. Let me just break it down. How in the hell all the Tarrant County District judgeships numbers, how in the hell it's gonna stay stuck at 49%? All right, and they started counting mail-in, and they count provisional ballots, or so they say. I don't watch TV, but somebody told me that they was watching the news, and it was on the news that these provisional ballots and these mail-in ballots, they were supposed to be counted. I'm gonna have to go in my allergies, y'all. So if that's true, why come the only numbers moving is for Biden? If that's true, why Judge Hicks' number is still the same from when I posted it the other day? And I'm not trying to start no chaos and confusion. I'm not crying over no sour milk. I'm just simply posing some questions. All right? Because it's not making sense to me. I'm not no mathematician. And I'm not no politician. But as ignorant as I am, those numbers simply aren't adding up. Why everybody else? Why? And then how can all of them be stuck at 49%? And if anybody should have got in there, y'all know I'm matriarch. She should have got her bench, all right? And then I understand about Deloney because, you know, Tarrant was red, but it's blue now. Fort Worth is too. And y'all recall, they announced it real early. Remember that Tarrant County and Fort Worth was still red and is blue as Como crippin'. All right, so that's just a question that I pose, and it's something else that I want to put out here, and I want the Como Street team or some kind of black intellectual or somebody that's adept and knowledgeable and educated on zoning and redistricting and things, because I don't know if y'all was present. But on Wednesday night, next meeting, they was saying something. I couldn't get it all, y'all, because I was working and I didn't have my Bluetooth. And so I had to take notes on napkins and try to screenshot stuff that I was not sure about and sew in her at the same time. And it was difficult. But y'all tell me, I think this is okay. They talk, when I say they, I'm talking about the city of Fort Worth and city council. All right. Betsy Price and city manager and all that old kind of stuff. They talking about adding 2 more seats to the city council. All right. And if I can recall right, I want somebody to give me some notes to tell me what's going on for real, okay? Because I did hear Brian Bird's name, all right? I did hear District 3 name, okay? I heard something about redistricting or rezoning, and it's a meeting on the 19th, some kind of private meeting or something, because you have to be knowledgeable on zoning and redistricting and have some kind of experience to lend to the conversation on what the hell that's gonna affect us. I know a couple of weeks ago, Fort Worth City Council, they had a Zoom, and it was a woman on here. She seemed to be a little sweet, elderly white woman. You know, I can't say nothing bad about her because I don't know nothing about her. This is new to me, like it may be new to a lot of y'all, but I'm trying to stress the importance of why we must remain active, and we just can't stop just because Biden is in there, because things are not going to change overnight, and it doesn't mean things are going to be necessarily affected as it pertains to us. But anyway, the elderly woman, she made mention of something about revisioning Fort Worth. Now, reimagining Fort Worth. That's what she said. Reimagining Fort Worth. And if y'all follow me, y'all know I was already raising hell about Brian Bird, Red Boot, Betsy Price, and the city council person of District 7. Baby, they was all posed up on Camp Boyd across from Ridgely Theater, all the way up there by Fiesta on Camp Boyd Highway West, and down there at the red brick road of Camp Boyd over there by West 7 in the cultural district. This is where I'm going with this, y'all. Y'all see how they are misappropriating this CARES Act money. Y'all see that? They cut the corona COVID-19 budget in half. Y'all already saw that, all right? The moratorium is off. Y'all know that because my water was turned off because of the moratorium, okay? Because you don't get them little yellow and red tags on your door no more about your water bill, all right? You got to open up your bill. But y'all know we ain't going to too much open up no bills unless it's a color. If it's a color, we know we better hurry up and pay that bill. But this is where I'm going with this. In that particular city council meeting, because they've been having a whole bunch of them in concession, back to back to back to back to back during the daytime, y'all, while everybody at work. Most of us, we essential workers, because we got to serve them. If we're not entrepreneurs, or we just blue collar workers, we got to get it. But anyway, they didn't put a whole bunch of money into revitalizing Camp Bowie, all them shops and art galleries and all that old kind of stuff like that. Why not reimagine Lake Como? Why not reimagine Stop 6? And now they hollering about the homeless situation and the mental health situation, because they already know who they gonna give that money to. The people who already have the LLCs and in position to get these monies. That's why I be trying to tell all pimps, hoes, hustlers, preachers, whatever. Get your assumed name. Get your LLC. Get your tax ID number. Get your 5013C. Get whatever you need to be in position to get these monies. Okay? That's the black agenda. Do for self. Because it's evident these folks are not going to do anything about us. All right? What I want to know, what good does it do to sit at the table? I don't want to sit at the table. Y'all know I stay hungry and I eat a lot. I do. I eat a lot. I have a good appetite. I eat a lot. I don't want to sit at the table. If I sit at the table, I want to eat. I want to dine. All right? So something is going on. I'm going to call the president of the NAC Association. I'm going to ask for the notes of Thursday's NAC meeting, so I can better educate myself and be more adept in conveying the information back to y'all, and maybe suggest some ways on how we can be included. Okay, especially in matters that affect us. Como is already chopped up. All right, all them weeping willows and limestone aqueducts or bridges or whatever that our ancestors built. It probably was built on free slave labor, or doing right after emancipation. When they was getting money to put all them bricks on Camp Boo and all that kind of stuff to kind of keep food on the table for people. If it's a lie, my grandmama told me. She told me stories like that. But for whatever the reason is, it's important. But what's more important is not necessarily for the disenfranchised to attain more, but to hold on to what we have. We're trying to hold on to what we have. As soon as I get the copy of those notes, I'm also going to convey information back to Como Action News followers and concerned citizens who want the information. It's a new affidavit, y'all, as it relates to property taxes, y'all, and the homestead. Because, a lot of our people, they die, they don't leave no will and stuff. And y'all family may be different than my family, but sometimes in my family, people be filing out about a few $1,000s, under $100,000 for sure, and it ain't even worth about losing family relations and falling out about, but they do. Yeah, they do, and we do. And it don't make no sense. But anyway, a lot of our ancestors, y'all, they make the transition and they don't leave no will or nothing. And then, you got more than one sibling and people arguing about the house, and they don't want nobody staying in the house because they know whoever stay in the house have rights to the house, and they got to evict them out the house. Well, baby, they didn't put a halt to our that. If you got some chaos and confusion in your family about some air property and you living in that property, you go on down to the Tarrant County Courthouse. Or you go on downtown to the courthouse. Or you go on down to the Tarrant County tax assessor's office. And it's a homestead affidavit that you will fail. Okay, and this one right here, you don't have to be no senior citizen or disabled. It has something to do with airship. But again, I was working and I couldn't get all the details, but that's the gist of it. So that would be a way, okay, to hold on to your property. All right. While property taxes out here are steady increasing due to gentrification, I guess they went ahead and decided that they give the information out so they don't feel so guilty uh, about the benefit that the city is getting for development. You know, they are vying for outside businesses, and which is good. We do need to work, but my deal is take care of home first. Okay? Take care of homesteaders first, all right, before you be trying to be a stakeholder over anything, all right. And I believe that our community leaders and elders, and I'm being considered one of those, but whatever it is, we're going to do a better job about disseminating the information and not waiting to the last minute when the decision is already due. Because if all we're going to do is relay information at the last minute and we don't have no, what's that word? Subpoena power, or we don't have any authority to make a difference. Basically, we just relaying information back and forth, and we don't have a say in it. We become that modern day house slave, right? The community leaders will become, or they already are, and or they will continue to be, or they will become the modern day house slave. Hood people, we the field slaves. All right. That's how it is. The hood is part of the community, but the community is not always part of the hood. So our field workers, we need to move more strategically and intelligently like our ancestors did, y'all. We need to swing low, sweet chariot. Not that old spiritual, literally, you know what I'm saying? But we need to talk and identify in a language that only you and I can understand. How can I put it? Don't let your right hand know what your left hand doing. But all the while, we're going to continue to participate in the process. We're going to learn and grow together. Okay? Okay? All right. I'm glad to be alive in this day and time. I'm glad to be clothed in my right mind, not incarcerated, not on the 10th floor at JPS. I'm just glad, I've had black folk money. I have. But I've never been happier than I am in this day and in this moment. I can truly say I'm blessed, I'm blessed, I'm better than blessed, and I'm thankful. Thank you! Yes, sir! This concludes Como Action News today as related by Tonya Carter. Peace and blessing. All I can say is thank you. Yeah. And it's all right already, y'all. It's all right already. We just don't know it yet.